There's a gentle breeze blowing. Looks like we put up an American flagpole. We got a nice tower right here for our newfound internet. Boy, I tell you what, that ain't pristine water. What could I not be happy about? There's a gentle breeze blowing on the property today. There you see it, I'm not lying. Got kids out here today. Got two girls laying in the hammocks. And look what I got out of the garden. Of course, this jambalaya, that's for seed. These are beautiful red peppers. Really, really bright red. These do better if they're in the sun. I went ahead and took that one because that's just basically a green pepper. A lot of people don't know, but that's what they make paprika out of, is dried red pepper. And then of course jambalaya. I've got that. There's some of it we've already cut open. That'll go in the pinakbet. So that's all ready. We have our coconut suka. I don't think Nene wants her picture taken. She's shy. We've got a water pipe running into the bathroom there for the barrel. Just a lot of good things happening. We got I got a big surprise. We got a nice tower right here that we're gonna paint soon for at least 2 to 3 barrels. Big blue barrels to put up there. Somebody might say big, beautiful barrels. Anyway. And then, looks like we put up an American flagpole. Set in concrete, nice pole. But, it's for our newfound internet. So I'm really pumped about having internet out here. I may actually do a live stream out here before too long. But you saw what I had in the garden, so let's look at what we got in here. We got Ann over here cutting up some grass and some leaves. She's really good at that. She likes that kind of work. But we've got some jambalaya. It'll be ready in a few days. I've already cut almost everything off of here. I've got a little one here. Little baby one here. Little baby one here. That's nice. I cut like 4 off of here. We've got our dragon fruit. We need to get planted. That's next. That's on the schedule. A little ampalaya there. It's been raining here, so we haven't really been watering. And that's where I took the peppers, but we still have several peppers. They must really like this soil. That's all I can figure, because they're no trouble at all. I'm gonna have to find out what this is. If that's more ampalaya or what. But they love it. They love ampalaya. But just look at the little flowers. And then the calamansi is coming along really well. I think I'm going to try to keep that watered. It's not really getting dry. The garden still has water in it. Not standing water, but it has water in it. Because we dug those ditches all the way down through, the water doesn't run off anymore, and it just sits here in the soil. And we got some weeding and stuff to do, but I'm not too concerned. Ann planted some, I think that's okra. She's out there doing the hard work. That's a man's job she's doing. But yes, she's really watching the garden for me. I'm excited. We got a papaya tree going over here like crazy. She's put up all these trellises, and she's making sure these plants are behaving so they can go up and go up and grow up. But we got a lot of viney stuff over here. I'm not sure what it all is, but we got some good stuff growing. The alakbati for the mango is really growing. I told them don't cut this until we get it trellised, but that's really going to be a good stand. We have a big tall trellis up here for our alakbati. And I think this is kamote, potato of some sort. I could be wrong. Somebody tell me what this is. It's a nice plant, I know that, but I'm not sure what it is. Of course, we've got moringa planted out here. Not a lot, we've got some. So we got the cable running. Runs all the way to the house. For the Philippines, that's a pretty professional job. We'll just take a quick walk kind of around the property. Everybody's seen most of this stuff, but there's where the foreman sleeps and his wife. There's our little wash area. I'll be glad we get rid of this. But, you know, you have water, place to wash dishes, soap, little scouring pad for the kawali, everything. Just basic stuff. And then got a barrel of water here. Got extra water. Got the casoy or cashew. They're just falling off the trees. I don't know what we're going to do with them this year. It's not been the best year for them. But down here, as I've discussed before, in the Philippines, they're taught from a young age that it's important to, they call it clean the ground. They sweep all the leaves until the ground is bare. But the downside of that is then you just have erosion, because when the hard rains come, it's on hard flat ground and the water takes off. I've discussed that before, but here's what they're doing now. They're still doing a little more burning than what I would like, but they're taking this, all the leaves that they're raking up a lot of them, and they're putting them these are all like ditches where the water comes down and it just washes off the property. But we've got this thing so full of leaves and sticks and things that stop the water. I mean, this just used to be barren, dry dirt, except for in the rain. Now you step on it and it's thick with leaves. Especially down here at the bottom, it was just dry and sand. Now every time it rains, these leaves soak it up. We even put some bags up here to kind of stop the earth from going away. We need to do some more. We also put up a second pole. That's because the pole for the cable, PLDT, is across the road. So we had to erect this pole, get the wire up off the ground. Some cable companies just put it in the trees, and I don't like that, but they don't either. They said we had to put a pole so they weren't going to put a cable to our house, which I agree with that 100%. That's nice. I'm glad they insist on that, because you can have all the cable you want strung, but every time the wind blows and trees are constantly stretching it and it breaks, I like things done right. So anyway, let's continue our walk. Here's our gate. Big mango tree right here at the gate. There's George. He's not our dog technically, but he stays right there in the gate. I don't know why. He knows he's not really welcome in here. I mean, I like the poor guy, but he's constantly got fleas, ticks, mites, everything. But enough about George. But you see the land lays really nice, and it's cleaned up. And this is the dry season. Last year we didn't have water. Shoot, from March till May, we didn't have water up here. You can see also they did clean up all the leaves, all the dry leaves that fell, but they're putting them in ditches. And that hole I dug earlier this year, they just piled it all up there. So it's like a sponge, it's just gonna hold that water. And they're putting them in the low parts. This stuff I may have them take up to the garden. But yeah, this is gonna stop the water flow. So that's what that's all about. And I'm glad they've done a good job so far. Our cassava is thriving. I don't really know how long to wait before, we pull that stuff out of there. It's been in there a long time and it's really tall. So I guess I need to ask my master gardener. And got some laundry started over here. Boy, I tell you what, that ain't pristine water. And we've got, can't really see it, we've got a lot of water down there. So I'm pretty happy with that. We've got our gabi right there. We've got an avocado tree over here. Looks like some kind of bug's getting to the avocado tree. Got all those holes. Have to check that out. Standing down here in the shade, looking up at the land. There's the house. Looking good. Got palm branches, palm trees right here. It's beautiful. We got a lot of trimming done. Everything, of course, we're putting in the ditches. This is bamboo, but they call it pasog. Pasog is like the bottom when it's really thick. See how thick some of this stuff is? If that was any kind of other wood, it'd already be eaten up by termites, but termites have to get pretty hungry before they eat pasog. They just don't like it. It's a hard wood. It's tough. They're going to find something easy to eat. So that's like what we do. See all the mahoganies lined up over there. But it's just really pretty cleaned up. It's not perfect, but if you go back, way back 2 years ago, a year and a half ago on this property, you'll see a lot of progress has been made. And I'm happy about that. You see what termites do to this big mango tree. They just eat them up. But our fence is still holding up back here. That's good. And the floor is raised beds. We got to get some dirt in here. Looks like they got some. Like it's rained on some. We want to put herbs in here like cilantro and thyme, rosemary. I don't know how that'll all work. Good, they got it covered up. I like that. My coconut. I planted that coconut tree about a month, 6 weeks ago. It's looking good. But it sits out here in the sun all day, and it kind of is tough on it in a way, but it makes it grow. It keeps putting new leaves on. We still got a lot of stuff we got to clean up, and Flora's dead set on taking some of that mango wood, making a bench or a table or something out of it. But the anai, the termites, get to it. Look, they just peel that bark right off. That's termites for you. I pulled that bark off already. That, you can see what it's doing to this big one. Maybe we can salvage some of it. I hope we can. Look at that big, beautiful tank. Michael's painted it 3 times. He's got it going great. Right now they're putting it into the dirty kitchen. They put this in yesterday and today. That starts running it over to the caretaker house. We've got valves, shut-off valves set up. There's our coffee trees. I don't know if those things are going to do anything. They're just here. I don't think they really do anything. But we're going to run that pipe all the way over here. We're almost back around to where I started. And take a quick glimpse of the majestic mango tree. Another big one. They got some stuff burning over here. But you can see this runs all the way along this side. The pipe does. And earlier in the video, you saw where it went in the window of the caretaker house. So it goes around, goes that way, and goes in the window of the caretaker house. Well, there's my friend Ann. She's been over here cutting grass. She's tired and hot, probably. There's our chicken friends. Ann? Hello. Me and Ann are going to have a consultation, so I'm going to stop right here. Okay, now. Okay, now. So we're going to pull this cassava that I called the expert out here. Oh, wow. That's medyo, diba? Medyo. It's okay, though. It's, we got our first cassava. I'll try one more. Isa pa. Not too bad. In Mindanao,
Yes.
malaki. A lot. Masyado marami. But good.
Oh.
Maliit. It's okay. We're not professional farmers here. Her grandmother worked in the farm her whole life. So wow, we got some cassava. Exciting. I forgot to show you our progress on the pineapple. That's what it is. Oh, there it is. It's small. It's spiky, but it's about as big as the span of my hand right now. A lot smaller last time we were out here. So that's exciting. Oh, at least one more thing, probably two or three, but one thing I was really excited about when I came up here, I saw this strange looking box here. We got the starting of got some little, I don't know what kind of chickens they are. I don't know what kind of chickens they are, but my foreman said they were volunteers. He brought the cage or made the cage here. I don't know which, but we got 3 chickens. So they call them, you know what breed they are? So what kind of breed are they? They said broilers. I never heard of a chicken breed named broilers, but I get the idea. They're for tinola later on. So here's a major accomplishment right here. We got PLDT Wi-Fi and a landline, so that's good. We got my pop hog finished. You wouldn't believe how comfortable that is to lay down on. Just that real bamboo. It sticks up a little bit, but you don't ever feel it. I don't know. My backpack. We got extra pipe. We're gonna put some gutters on down here. So they're doing some finish work inside of the kitchen, the dirty kitchen. You can see Arvin down there. He's throwing concrete up on the wall and smoothing it out. Arvin's really kind of a master at that. He really does a good job. And Johnny Lee's back there helping him. He's putting an edge on that counter. And it's all built up by hand. I mean, that's some work right there to do that all day long. And I take my hat off to them. They're going to really make that smooth. So I want a smooth concrete countertop. and then I peeked over the top, and this is where the water's coming in, a couple different places here. And so, yeah, it's coming together. It's really going to be nice. We got to buy a sink and put in there. So yeah, even though I haven't really been out here too much, my last video I was at the hotel, but I've been in Pavia for about 2 weeks, but really thrilled. Buri, the foreman, and Johnny Lee, his nephew, both left for about 3 weeks because they had a fiesta and they had a roof to put on one of the uncle's house back in Pavia somewhere. So they took off and left, and it was just me and Flora and the two brothers, and then one of the brothers had to go back for a funeral in Mindanao. So it's kind of what we call in the United States a skeleton crew here. But the foreman and his nephew have been back here for probably 2 weeks, 10 days, and they've got a lot done. So yeah, I'm happy. What could I not be happy about, you know? I was thinking about it today, I get frustrated. You know, things just happen, just little stresses. Watching a political guy go by, that's not the stress. But yeah, little things. We got some issues kind of under the table right now on this property, and we're going to get them worked out. But we have to have some meetings. We're going to have to pay some monies up front, and we'll have some professionals come in, do some title work for us. And not too happy about that. It's really not going to cost us anything. It's going to come out of the last check proceeds because people didn't do the paperwork. And so it's really frustrating. This should have been over and done with. But we had a professional up here yesterday. We're going to have a meeting probably this week at the barangay, and we're going to have a new agreement drafted. And, you know, they're going to have to agree that either they get all the paperwork done, and, you know, I'm hiring this person to get it all done because I can't depend on them. They don't know the way to do it. I don't know the way to do it either. There's just so much bureaucracy here in the Philippines, and I've already paid to have it all done, but that ship has sailed. We don't have it done. So it's a lot. I'm not really too worried about it, but I just like things done. My dad used to say decently and in order, and it's not really in order, and it's just going to cost more money, and more money, the more delays. But such is life, right? If you don't have something going on, some kind of problem to struggle with, and everything is just peachy keen, and you know, you're probably not living. So there's that. That's going to have to happen, and it's going to be okay. We're always able to work out every problem. It seems like we're just always led to a place to where, you know, we can resolve this, and so yeah, that's there. But you know, any day you pull fresh ampalaya off your property, green peppers, red peppers, cassava, you know, so much stuff. You got chickens out here now, only 3, but that's a seed. You got to start somewhere. You know, I went by a store today, and they have chicks for 59 pesos each, and they say each day that they get older, they go up 1 peso. They got a price on their heads, you know. But anyway, I asked them what's the breed, and they said, just like these broilers, they're broilers. So if I was a chicken, I wouldn't want my breed to be named broilers, because that's kind of seals your fate right there. So anyway, I want to get off here, and hopefully I have enough for a video, and hope you enjoy it. And it's just a wonderful world of the Philippines project. I'll see you next time. Look at that guy.
Okay.
He's a master fish eater. Having tilapia and pinakbet.
Sino? Sino pa kasi video.
We're gonna try it. I haven't had pinakbet in a long time. that's our cassava right off of our place. Exciting, Eva. Monte cute. We buy. That's not off of our place.